trying to have a conversation with you. I'm trying to have a conversation with you. Are you listening? Do you hear me? 'Cause I'm trying to have a conversation with you. Welcome to I'm Trying to Have a Conversation with You, a podcast with two sisters who never seem to be done talking. Hey, do you know what we're going to talk about, Monique?
No, I don't, but you didn't introduce me. I'm Monique. I will not
I'm Kasha.
do what I'm supposed to do until you properly introduce me.
I know that's right. Okay, introduce me in these rooms before you start running your mouth. That's one thing I say, like in the morning, or if you walk into a room, you have to speak. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying? Like, don't just sit here and be like, oh, did I sleep in the bed with you last night?
I did not.
Okay. Yeah, so I am so sorry for not properly introducing you. My mind
It's
was
okay,
so like
forgiven.
zoned into what we were going to talk about.
I know you were
So you don't know
excited.
what we're going to talk about.
I do not.
I know, right?
I do not.
Today we finally get to a point that I actually really been wanting to get up to is hot takes.
I do know you've been very excited about it, and I have to tell you full disclosure, I have no idea what that
I
means.
knew you were going to say. I knew you were going to say. I don't even know
No
what the
idea.
fuck that means.
Had no idea.
Hot take. Hot takes is when it's like these really usually like not important, but these really strong opinions that are like, this is going to piss everybody else off, piss everybody else off. So you're
Oh,
like, yeah, this is my hot take. You're probably not going to like it, but this is what I think. That's how it's going to be today. And some of
oh.
them, now this is how I have it set up today. It's going to be spicy,
Mm,
medium, and
mm,
mild. So
mm.
I'm going to actually give you the choice to where we start. Are
Oh.
we going to start mild, medium, spicy?
See, I feel
Or are
like
we
you
going to
gotta
start
go mild because
start
some
mild?
people are not good with jumping right in and having the spicy wings. They gotta build up to it. So
True,
we're gonna
true.
build them up to the habanero in a minute.
That's how I am at roller coasters. I cannot jump on the worst roller coaster in the theme park. I
Why?
got to get on the one, like, give me the baby ride, then the medium ride, then get me on the big dog.
Nope.
I'm
Let me tell you why that don't work for me. In my older age now, I have discovered that roller coasters remind me that I could die.
what?
So, yeah, I could die. So I have to go, if I'm gonna do it, let's just get it right over with. Let's get on there. I'm committed. I can't get off. Get it over with. Then I can work my way down. Yeah.
Uh,
In my older age, that's what I used, and I loved roller coasters. I used to want to go to that one park in Cedar Point, Ohio, I
Me
think it
too.
was. I used to want to
Yep.
go there. I don't
Sandusky,
really,
Ohio.
yeah, I mean, I would go, but I just don't know what I'd ride anymore because I didn't got old.
Yeah, I used to watch, like, when YouTube first started, I used to watch these, like, roller coasters that were the tallest and the fastest in the
Mm,
world, and I'm like, "One day I'm gonna
ugh,
do that," and now in my late 30s, I'm like,
mm-mm.
"Ooh, I had a time on that that little cheetah chase."
Ooh, that cheetah chase got crazy. Y'all seen? I'm
Woo!
gonna be like
They
our
don't even have
daddy.
cheetah chase no more.
I'm gonna be like our daddy soon. Y'all got on that merry-go-round? Ooh, let me tell y'all,
Daddy always
that
said, "You got
tiger
on
was
the roller
going
coaster?"
up and down.
Ooh,
Woo!
that merry-go-round took me out, which I don't fuck with a merry-go-round. I'd rather get on a fast, crazy ride than get on a merry-go-round at
Wild,
all. I
wild.
have I have migraines that cause vertigo, and I have no interest on getting on that spins. I learned this, and actually I was with both like two of my best friends when I was younger. We went to some bullshit. It was like the Strawberry Festival. But this bullshit is the damn UFO ride where it spins so
Oh,
fast you start sticking to the
that would
wall.
be called gravitron.
Bullshit. And I remember thinking, never the fuck again. I must have had migraines at that point because I remember being so dizzy and so sick that walking to the car, I just fell to my knees and threw up. And like one of my best friends were like, "Oh my God, gosh." And the other one was like, "I'll go get the car. This is some bullshit." Like, never again will I get on some
Gravitron
shit
is
that spins around.
crazy. Every time I've been on Gravitron, you know what grosses me out? People be on Gravitron and somebody inevitably will go, "Bleh." You know what happens? It goes out and comes right back and hits them in the face.
Yeah, I
And
didn't
you can
even think
watch
about
it. I'm not doing that.
I was
Done.
almost that person. Somebody almost got that one
Done.
time.
That's
Yeah, so
you
I'd
woulda
rather get
got
on
it.
some Fast and Furious shit, which is funny because, for my daughter's birthday, we took her to, like, a theme park, and, I was like, "I'm gonna get on 3 rides," and got on the first one I thought was a baby ride. Definitely not. Was
Which one
not a
was
baby
this?
ride. But it was what's funny is that it went backwards, and I felt better backwards than forward. I was like,
I know
"Okay,
what
I
ride
mean,
you're
I could
talking
go."
about.
Yeah, it was not a bad deal.
I
Then I
rode
got
that
on the
ride one
one that
time.
was, like, spinning and turning around. Like, it wasn't spinning, it was just, like, looping, lots of loops. Me and my man both got off on that bitch, and we said he said, "You could get the rest of them with him." I said, "No, they going by their damn selves. That will not happen." All done. All
All
done.
done.
I was like, "No." I remember I was like, "Where's the ginger ale? I don't care." Like, in a theme park, that shit costs like $50. I'm like, "I don't care. Swipe this card. I can't handle this." It's
No,
crazy.
I'm telling you.
But I
That one you're talking
digress.
about that
We're
goes
unfocused.
backwards, I rode it one time, and not ever doing that again, along with I will never in life get on a wooden roller coaster ever again.
Never.
Nope. Rode one time, and I was like,
Never.
"Mm-mm.
No.
Oh,
Mm-mm.
please don't even make that
Headache of
noise.
my
That made my head
life.
hurt."
I'm telling you, just talking about this, I'm feeling a little nauseous now, so I feel like we should wrap this up.
Let's move on.
Moving on. So, so you said you want to start with mild, right?
Let's start mild to help out the folks.
Help out the folks. Okay. All right. So we're gonna start mild. And some of these are really not like serious at all. So
Okay.
just I want you to prepare, but I want to see what your opinion is, and I'm gonna share my opinion.
The not
So
serious ones can sometimes set people off, though.
facts. Because I think this one might be one of those. Um, First mild one. And I'm gonna tell you my sources. I got this from Google.
Okay.
The Oreo cookie is better than the cream inside.
Lies. First of all, let's go on record right now, and y'all can come for me. Oreo cookies suck. Period. Uh, Nabisco, don't send me hate mail. They're not good.
Gosh,
They are not
I was
good.
really banking on that sponsorship from Oreo.
I mean, maybe they can do it for you. Their cookies are gross. Um, if I like literally, I could walk past a truckload of Oreo cookies and be like, I'm good. But the cookie by itself, extra gross. The cream is like the only thing that saves it a little bit and brings it from a 0 to a 1. No. So I don't like, are you saying people actually just want the cookie?
I'm saying I'm one of those people.
Oh my gosh. I don't, I don't, oh my gosh. I don't know how we've been
Yeah.
sisters all this time and I didn't know that.
Yeah. I
Just,
don't like the cream inside of
no,
the
I don't
cookie.
understand what you're saying. Like, I want to make sure I repeat this back because I feel like I'm not understanding you. The black part of the cookie, you want to
Yes,
scrape that white cream off and eat just that crunchy, dry ass cookie.
definitely. Absolutely. Any day of the week. I actually have
Um,
been waiting for Oreos to come out with the like no cream cookies. Like one day, like, oh, like,
wait,
oops, we forgot the cream. Like kind of
you,
one of those
why would
things.
they do that?
Yeah, you remember how they did
Let
the
me,
uh-oh Oreos at one point, and then they became the golden Oreos? Where there was like chocolate on the inside and it was like the white
those
cookie
were
on the
also
outside?
not good.
They were good.
The only thing
They
that
were good
Oreos are
cat.
good for, no, you are, anyways, the only thing Oreos are good for is being put inside of cookies and cream ice cream. There they
Oh,
belong.
they be busting in that too.
Yeah. Or I used to make regularly a Oreo cookie cheesecake. They belong in
Oh,
there. You know why? Because it softens the cookie and makes it actually palatable. A
I don't know what you're
hard
talking about.
cookie, like, let me tell you why I'm right. Let me tell you why I'm right. Okay.
Hmm.
Oreo cookies, their commercials even show them being dunked in milk because they know how hard they are.
So,
It's, what do you mean so?
I don't always need milk.
Kasha,
Actually,
I don't know if
every
we can
maybe
do this
once in a
podcast
while, I
together
like the
anymore.
cookie. What?
This
What'd
is
you say?
crazy. I don't know if we can do this podcast together anymore.
That was mild.
I don't know what spicy's gonna do to us.
Yeah, that was mild. I don't know. Damn. I
You
should have
are
changed the
eating
category for this.
like, I question your taste buds as my sister. I've always trusted your you know what? No. This is just a follow-up to other things. Let me just tell everybody, she also likes, kale chips. So, now I'm starting to realize your
Sometimes.
palate is just not trustworthy at times.
No, no, you're getting it mixed up. I like kale and eggs.
No, I'm talking about those things you gave me at your house one
Oh,
time,
those are not
and I
kale
had to
chips.
spit them out because I was gonna
Those are
die.
seaweed chips.
That's right. Oh,
They're delicious,
well,
delightful. I had one earlier this week.
please stop saying that. Please stop
And you know
saying
what's
that.
funny is that I can never keep them in my house. I mean, they always just go my kids and me shut them down.
That's abuse that you make your kids eat them.
Abused, I just leave it in
It's
there and they
awful.
go and grab it.
Things are so gross. And now I find out you like Oreos.
Yeah, Oreos by themselves, no cream.
The
I don't want no
these
cream.
aren't your favorite cookie though, right?
I mean, no, my favorite cookie is like a fresh baked, like homemade
Okay,
cookie. Like I could do that
okay.
any day.
Thank God.
Yeah, but
If
I'm
you
saying
would have said it
if
was
it
your
goes in the
favorite,
package, the store bought ones, Oreo cookies win, and I would actually prefer them with no cream.
I got lightheaded just then.
I actually saw a recipe for Oreo cookies, and I was like, "Oh, I wanna, like, healthify this. I wanna, like, make a healthy version of it," and I'm like, I could just make the cookies now just for me." I was excited.
I'm seriously worried about
Although the,
you.
like, logo and the little ridges, they make it extra, but there was, like, no ridges to it, but still.
No, they don't make it extra.
Yeah,
Nothing
I
about
gotta
the
go
Oreo
find me
cookie is
some.
good.
I'm really upset about you messing up that sponsorship, but
I mean, they have other cookies that I will eat, like, cause it's Nabisco, so they make lots of things. You just can't give
what are
me an
the other
Oreo
cookies they
cookie.
make that are good?
They make Nabisco is like a huge food conglomerate, so they make tons of
True.
things. So, I would endorse other things. I'm just not doing an Oreo cookie commercial because that would be blasphemy.
Name a better packaged cookie, though.
Soft batch chocolate chip.
Get out of here. Worst thing that ever happened to me. Get
Done.
out of here.
Anything
Get
else?
out of here. That's a
Pecan
whole nother hot
sandies
take.
after that. Nutter
What?
butters. Do I need to keep
I do
going
like
on?
pecan sandy, but no.
Nutter butters.
This hot take is a little too hot. I think I'm gonna
Yeah.
move on because I'm
Move
getting
on,
heated.
cause go ahead, get heated, cause if you weren't thinking ridiculousness, like, I'm still like, the cookie with no cream, the cookie's
Yeah.
not good anyways. The
Yes, it
cream is the only
is.
thing that's
It's not too sweet.
endearing. It's
It's not too sweet.
you're right, it tastes just like if you were to take and stamp Oreo into cardboard.
Oh,
It's
you're
not sweet.
lying.
You're right.
Bullshit. Bullshit. I'm gonna move on because I can't
Move
believe this is
on.
the hottest. This is the
This
first
is
one in the
outrageous
mild
or
category, and it's too
outrageous.
hot. Too hot. This comes from yourteenforparents.com. It says paper books are better than ebooks.
Yes, fully agree. If I'm reading a book, I love having it in my hands. Ebooks, I've never in my life owned a Kindle or anything like that
Yeah.
because on the rare occasions where I've had to check a book out and read it like on my phone or on my computer, ugh, it's not the same. I need to feel the pages and turn them. And let me tell you what, absolutely, if I could have I wanna redesign my office and do some built-ins, and I
Hmm.
want to build very tall, like, bookshelves so I can put books on them, and I want
Yeah.
hardcover books.
Ooh,
I'd love
you
a
rich, rich.
beautiful hardcover book because the artwork on hardcovers are usually so much more they're beautiful,
Mm,
it's just something about a hardcover book. I don't know if they use
that's
different
true.
paper for the pages, but it feels more interesting. I love it.
Yeah.
I love it. I would be like, people who go out and get, like, first editions of books and things like that, I'm like, I wouldn't do it, but I'm like, I get it. I get it. 'Cause it's
Yeah.
just I wouldn't do it for those, the reason being is once you buy a first edition, you can't touch it, you can't no, I wanna be able to touch my books and things like that,
Hmm.
but, even I've done fundraisers before, and one of the things I always like to raffle off is hardcover books. They're always
Hmm,
beautiful. Even children's
that's
books,
interesting.
they're so
Yeah,
pretty. So pretty.
that's true. Hardcovers are prettier than paperbacks,
They
but
absolutely always are.
I will
But
say I agree. I have indulged in the ebook.
mhm.
I do like that little, what do you call that thing? It's a Kindle, but like when you turn the pages and stuff, it's not like a bright light, it's not like that white light on you.
Oh, yeah, I know what you're talking about. It's supposed to mimic a book and doesn't have
Mhm.
pages that actually look like
I
they're
think
being
it
turned.
does, but
Yeah.
it's like very dim, like you could just see the words. I think
Yeah.
that's cool. I don't know if I would invest in that. I do enjoy a book, but I also don't have enough room for the books that I really want to read. I'm like, I would think I need a bookshelf in every room in the house. Damn.
Oh, I would love a library in my home. I would. Because
You
I
know that's
and
Go ahead.
it's kind of frustrating because, like, I would love to have a library. And I'll tell you, to be able to be like, "Oh, let me go look that up really quick." The only problem is that books get dated, so in the world of Google, you wouldn't be looking things up, but I find it very interesting. When I was a kid, I don't know if we still had them when you came along.
Yes,
Mom and
they
dad
did. I know
used
what
to
you're gonna
have
say.
an entire set of encyclopedias that was on this bookshelf at the very end of our hallway, and up until I left high school, if I had a report written, baby, I was referencing my encyclopedias. And by then, I'm about to date myself a lot. By then, you had Encarta and all the other things that you could look
Mhm.
stuff up with. But I I do love, let me look that up real fast. Here it is right here.
We had those for years, and I'll tell you, I used to just for fun, I wasn't just looking up shit. I was just like, let me look up emus. And then I would just be looking at everything I could find out on emus, and they'd have little diagrams. I'm like, I loved that. That was, and maybe that's what really sold us. They were
Yeah,
hard covered and everything. You're
I,
right.
I'm telling you,
Google killed the encyclopedia game.
they did. I wonder if you can find a full set of encyclopedias nowadays.
Where would you put them?
I don't know. In my library.
Facts. I feel like, you remember in Beauty and the Beast when they had that
Yes.
that library? I was like, "Girl, that's how he got her."
That is
She
how
was
he
like,
got
"You
her.
ugly as hell, but let me tell you something. That library, I'll do something for a little library, baby. Don't play with me."
You so good. That's why I want,
Yeah.
like, my office and just I won't have a full library, but I wanna do really tall shelves, and I actually wanna get one of those ladders that you can, like, so that I can climb up to the top shelf and, "Oh, let me get that book. Let's see what we have here." I would love it.
Would you wear a blue dress and be singing about Gaston in them when you do it?
I will say when I had my son too at his baby shower, I told everybody don't bring cards, to bring books and to
Mhm.
sign them. And to this day, I have all of the books still that people signed for
Yeah.
him with the little messages. And it's funny because now he's old enough to read and he will read those books and read the messages now. You can't do that with any kind of ebook, I'm just going to say.
Facts. Facts. I'm not an ebook girly myself, so it's not a hot take for me. I mean, it is a hot take maybe for some people, but not for me. I'd be like, "Give me a real book."
In a pinch.
Faux show.
Look at that, Kasha. You saved yourself from that Oreo conversation.
Anyways, moving on.
Moving on.
This is something I came up in my own, well, no, this didn't come from my own mind. This was a conversation that my man and his best friend were having, and it just inspired me. So this goes along with what we were just saying. Audiobooks don't count as reading.
It's not. I mean, it's not reading because you're not reading, you're listening to it. You're accessing a totally different part of your brain, in my opinion. So an audio
Hmm.
would not be reading. Are you getting the gist of the story? Yes, you are, but you're not.
Hmm.
And I tell you that as somebody who belongs to a book club, and every now and then I'll audio the book because they'll be
Oh,
like, "Hey, have you read it?" And I'll be like, "Oh yeah, oh no, click, play fast." And I'll listen to
child.
the book so that I can talk to them about it, but I'm not reading it. And the reason here's my reasoning, hear me out. With books, the beauty of reading a book is as I'm reading, I am figuring out what I think people sound like. I'm figuring out what
Mhm.
I think people look like based on
Mhm.
the description the author gives me. And what they
Right.
sound like plays a lot into their character. If I'm listening to an audiobook, they have assigned a voice to that person for me.
Mhm.
And then at that point, my brain cannot revert back and put a different voice on that person. Even if I were to go
Mm-mm.
back and read the book, that person will have the voice that I heard in the audiobook.
Right.
And so I do not believe that is reading because it's like listening to a song. I think your brain is accessing something totally different.
Yeah. Audiobooks are a podcast.
Yes.
They're just a one-time podcast, one
Yeah.
season.
I
But
love it.
yeah.
That's true.
And I've indulged in an audiobook, especially like you. I'm a part of the same book club as you. And I
I
definitely have been like,
I
"Ooh,"
didn't know
and you
you
know
thought I
what?
was talking about chores.
Oh, funny.
I was, though. I
Oh, I
just
was
didn't
like,
want
"Oh,
I
yeah.
was trying not to
You're
get
so
in trouble.
popular."
No. No. I was trying not to get in trouble with my
Oh,
book club
oh,
people.
say.
Sorry, book club friends.
I think, it's a few of us that have indulged in and some of us are actually repeat offenders on the audiobook.
But then there's some of us in our book club that are hardcore. I got the book the first
I
day.
am
I got the book,
fast
and I've read
with
all of the chapters. I got 2 more chapters to go, and I'm like, "Oh,
I need to catch up.
um, oh, yeah, you like that one part? I did too."
Girl, yeah. That makes me think of that. There's some things I need to get caught up on for sure.
Uh,
So,
yeah.
um,
I'm sorry I
moving on.
cut into you on that part.
Mm, moving on. This is another one that comes from your teen for parents. It says, "Morning people are lying."
I would love to say it's true. Only reason I know it's not true is because I know a morning person, and they're
Hey.
obnoxious. I will tell you that. Morning people are absolutely obnoxious. There is no reason to wake up that loud, conversational, chipper, uh, I'm trying to think
Ready.
of all the word ready, um, pick up where we left off. Like, you shouldn't wake up that way. Your brain needs to reboot. And
I
for
do.
me, I need to warm up. When I wake up in the morning, I'm literally, and people can make fun of me, I literally stretch in the morning. Like like,
I need to.
like that stretch. My whole body, and then I stretch my toes, then I stretch my feet, then I have to stretch my calves and ankles.
My God.
I have to roll them around in a circle. Then I have to stretch my hips and do all those things. Then I have to, roll do cat cows. Then I have to roll over and, like, look around to see how, because my brain is slowly bringing everything back online. It's like Jurassic Park. You couldn't just bring the whole park back online at once. They had to
Yes, I
bring
am.
different parts back up. So, do I think that people who are morning people are lying? No. But I think they are ridiculous? Yes. And I think they should be respectful of those of us who are not morning people and give us our time. I also happen to be married to someone who is, I would say he is a morning person
Really?
because when his alarm goes off, he goes, "Boop."
Mhm.
If my alarm is going off, he'll go, "Good morning. I'm snoozing my alarm. Leave me alone." And then he'll go,
Ugh.
your alarm just went off. I know, I just snoozed it. Oh, I love you. I love you too. Can you leave me alone?
Dang.
It's like,
Wow.
he has all the conversation in the morning. I will say, after being with him for a while, I have learned how to, um, at least give him what he needs a little bit so
Mhm.
that then he goes on about his business.
Dang.
'Cause he'll go get in the shower and do all these things. I need that time. I don't want, and it's not that I dislike or I'm upset. I need my brain to reboot. I don't wanna talk. I don't wanna have a lot of conversations. I need to do this. Like, even when my son used to wake up in the middle of the night when he was an infant, it was mission. I had missions to accomplish. Let me change his diaper, let me get him fed, let me get him cleaned up, let me get him back to sleep. That was the mission. Thankfully, God granted me so much grace and gave me a boy who loved his rest. So it wasn't a long time that we had to do that because he knew that boy's mama needed some rest as well. But yeah, I don't believe they're lying, and I only know that because I know, like I said, my sister and my husband is also I would categorize as a morning person. My sister's a little more obnoxious with it, I will say. Yeah, I'm
What?
talking about you. She wakes up, "Hi, Monique, I wanted to tell you all these things, and guess what? Not about what she even dreamed about. My husband will at least wake up and talk to me about his dreams. She'll wake up, "Oh my gosh, you remember yesterday when we were talking about that one thing, and I was gonna tell you this one thing, and I totally forgot, so I wanted to come back around and tell you that the other day when I was doing this sewing, like, class that I was taking, there was a lady on there, and she had this." And I'm thinking in my head all the while, "Shut the up." I am trying to get my brain together. She's a little more obnoxious, but I do believe she's real and genuine.
Am a morning person, and I know it's not a lie. And I will tell you this though, I'm not a middle of the night person. I really struggle with my babies waking up in the middle of the night when they were babies. That is one thing I'm like, that probably would talk me right out of even having baby fever. I'm like, middle of the night wake ups, baby, no. I definitely am not a middle of the night person. And I'm a morning person, but I'm not excited about waking up before the sun is up. Like I'm like that it's still night to me. I don't again, this is one of my apothecarian things. I don't believe that the clock it starts like, oh, it's 12 o'clock in the morning. No, it's not. It's actually night. The moon is still up. The sky is dark. It's not morning until the sun says it's morning, and the sun has not spoken yet. So I'm not crazy about butt crack early in the morning, but once I wake up, I am up. I'm okay. I'm not okay. Like, let's go. I don't do all the stretching, which I think is actually not a good thing. I need to be stretching more. But I will get up and be like, so yeah, it doesn't
Ridiculous.
bother me. And I hit I hit my wall at 5 p.m., which we have consistently decided that we will be recording around these times. And I have to, mentally prepare. I'm like, okay, because that's when I don't want to talk. That's when I'm all done.
I'm trying to have a conversation with you though, Kasha.
Yeah. And I'm like, so many things have happened that I need to decompress from. I'm like, wow, like I need to, you know what I mean? I was ready for the world in the morning. And then, like, I'm pretty sure so many disappointments happen. So let me just think about that. Let me just see how that. But morning, like I'm ready for the morning. And my favorite mornings are mornings I can do exactly what I want. I'm not excited. Like I don't mind going and doing responsibilities, but my favorite mornings, it was like, oh, I can walk in the morning, go into have a nice little breakfast, exercise, write down my thoughts in a journal. That would be wonderful. I could talk the whole time, but some
I
people are
was
just grumpy. I'm happy to be alive. I'm like, "Ooh,
So am
I'm here
I,
again."
quietly happy.
Wow. That's
Let
even
me tell
you.
you, I want to give you a picture. I used to have a job where I was assigned to work at our range. And it took me an hour and 10 minutes to drive from my house to the range every morning. Let me tell you, no, it was heaven for me because I did have to wake up at 5 o'clock in the morning and leave my house by 5:30 to get there on time. But I
Mm-mm.
was so thankful that it was not closer, especially getting up that early in the morning, because I had an hour and a half for my brain to boot up and get going. So by the time I got there and people were wanting to be in my face talking to me, I was ready. I had had time. That was heaven for me. And do you know that I used to get in my car, no radio, no nothing, and just drive
Yeah.
so that my brain could slowly just you ever seen those lights that slowly come up to
Mm-mm.
maximum potential?
Nope. I'm like a light switch. Bink. Turn it on.
Obnoxious.
It was off already. Like, it had plenty of time to rest. Now it's bink. Turn it on.
No,
You know something else I don't do? I never hit the snooze button. No.
never?
Ever. Ever. My alarms, I do have multiple alarms, but my alarms are for what I should be doing at this point. Like you should be done with getting ready at this time. You should be, making sure this one kid is doing this, making sure the second kid is doing that. Um, you should be walking out the door at this time. You should be on the road at this point at this time. That's what those alarms are for, not for waking up. Once that first alarm hits, I am like, "Okay, time to get up."
My alarm is set to go off, and I usually set it for about 15 minutes before I need to get out of bed, actually. And then it has a 5-minute incremental snooze, and it's set to do that forever until I actually disengage it. Because sometimes I need
Mm-mm.
to snooze a little bit longer. I usually wake up like an hour and a half before I really need to go places, because if I don't,
Okay.
the boot time, it's very like, it doesn't boot up in 30 minutes and get out the door at the same time. Can't do that. And I think I'm going to attribute that to our mom, because mom used to wake us up for school. "Get up! It's time for you to go to school." Ah!
Yes.
That might be why my brain needs boot time. You better get your I'm trying, I can't work, my brain's not working.
Don't worry, I paid her back because she's also not the most morningest person. And when she would take me to
Uh,
school,
mm,
all I had was conversation for her. I was like, "Mom, so guess what happened yesterday? And I meant to tell you this, and there was like 14 things that there. And I don't think I like blue as much as I like green." But like, Mom was like, "Shut the fuck up." I was like, "Well, damn."
I was just trying to share with you.
Sorry, my bad. I got her back for old and new. Trust
Old
me.
and new,
The
baby, just
youngest
like she
always
used to
does,
tell
though.
us. She got you back for old and new.
Old and new. So this is something that came from me, and I feel like this is a hot take in a little bit, but I don't know how hot it is. I think minimalism is soulless. That's my hot take.
Explain what you mean by minimalism.
Minimalism, those the houses where like everything is white or black. There are like three things in there. There is like, oh, just like it looks like you walk into an office building and it's someone's house. What is
I will
happening?
tell you, I agree, except for I am a minimalist in my vehicles. I am not a
Hmm.
minimalist in my home, because
Right.
I don't think that is a welcoming home, because I think it does lack soul. Sorry, you can come for me, people, I don't care. Um, it doesn't have soul or character or, a lived-in feel. It has
Yeah,
an
I need
office like
something.
you just walked in. It's and I've told y'all in previous episodes, have we talked about in previous episodes? Maybe we haven't. But my brain is like an office building, but there's only one person there. It's very
Yeah, we did.
minimalistic.
Oh, yeah,
So if my brain is minimalist, I don't need my home. I want my home to feel
yeah,
warm and inviting. I like it to feel like people are welcome. I love entertaining people. So when I have
yeah,
gatherings at my house, I want people to walk in and feel like, "Oh, this is this is comfortable." When you have a
yeah,
house that just
exactly.
has a white couch with a black vase in the middle of the coffee table, I can't sit down.
Yeah,
'Cause
I'm
the
like,
couch is white, number 1, and it doesn't look
yeah,
comfortable. I don't
mm-mm.
think minimalistic furniture looks comfortable either.
Yeah. I
I
feel
agree.
like like when it's that, like, which I love a minimalist workspace. I
Yes.
love, I'm a teacher, so I
Oh,
love, even though it's so hard to make a classroom minimalist because
I was
the
gonna say, how do you do
requirements
it?
and what yeah, I get it done, trust me. I'm like, "Oh, we need a board that looks like this. It's gonna be this big," because I don't it's overstimulating. First off,
So
children
much.
are like, you know what I'm saying? I don't like overstimulation while I'm working. Like my brain is going to be working all day anyways. I don't want to do that. So I love a minimalist workspace. I don't care if it's an office or like a classroom or whatever, but I don't like that at home. I honestly don't think there's enough around my house. I'm like, oh, I need to put more things. There should be more things. I really do. I'm like, I don't know, I need to that I like things that make me feel happy, and I just don't
Yeah.
like the black aesthetic, the white aesthetic, like, there was, like, a thing a year or 2 ago, maybe even longer, that everybody was painting their house gray, and I was just like, "Oh my god." Which I'm actually annoyed which you were talking about cars. I am annoyed that if you actually look out at cars while you're driving, and you check out the colors, they're all black, white, and gray.
Mhm.
Every single one of them. I mean,
Different versions.
I'm a part of it. I am a part of the team of all those things.
Me too.
But I feel like back in the day, like, it used to be crazy. We used to have brown cars, tan, like, green,
I had a
crazy
purple
green,
truck.
right?
Loved
that
it.
it's like not, I mean, we're not really, it's too minimalist. So I need to be minimalist in my car. I'm not gonna lie. I need to be like that. It's too much stuff going on up in there.
I will say, one time you and mom told me my car looked like a rental car.
It does. Baby, that's a rental car every day. I'm like,
There's never anything in the trunk, there's nothing left in the area,
yeah.
like, in the 3rd row. No,
Is this
everything
your
comes
car,
out.
Monique?
Yeah,
Are you
it
sure?
comes out every time. If somebody stole my car, they would get nothing.
Yeah, they'll be like,
Nothing.
what's in there? Yeah. What is some
Nothing.
defining mark? Nothing. Like,
Nothing.
wow,
What's in the glove compartment? The manual?
that is weird. You are
Wait, what?
weird.
You don't have your manual in your car?
I do, but I have more things in there. You know what's also weird is my old tag that I remembered, and it was like my favorite car. I
Right?
keep the tag inside my glove compartment.
Why do you have it in your glove compartment? I understand
I don't
keeping it, but
know.
why in the glove compartment?
I have no
Just in
idea.
case you gotta
I keep my
swap it out
cash
real
receipts in there
fast?
too.
Just just in case. Let me
Yeah.
see. Today, bank robbery, gotta make sure I switch that tag out. Like, what are we doing?
That's why I say it's too maximalist in that car. I'm not gonna lie, it's too much going on. And then my daughter is also a maximalist, so she's like, the back seat is crunk. I don't know what be going on back there. What she got going on? She tries to create a entire oasis back there. I'll be like, there's furs in there. Like it's just strange things going back there. For real. One day I was like, oh, I'm keeping this for later. I'm like, we live in Florida. Things will melt in this car. If you don't get this out of here, like, are you crazy? So yeah, it's rough back in the back seat, but
I will say
I
my son
digress.
is also a minimalist in the car as well. He knows when he
Yeah, you
comes out,
taught him that.
he takes everything out with him. Um, because one time he left crayons in his cup
Mhm.
holder for his car seat, and what happens in Florida? They
Mhm.
melted.
Mhm.
So, it was melted in there, and we can't ever get it out. Um, I will say my vibe in a house, though, needs to be, like, functionally comfortable. I love
Yeah.
houses that have shelving and space to store things that look very pretty, but look
Yeah.
that allow you to live still. So, like,
Yeah, exactly.
example, when I had my son, we have these really tall bookshelves in my living room, and I made sure because he was a kid, and if you don't give kids something to do, they're going to do crazy stuff. So all of the bottom
Facts.
shelves of every one of my shelves had kids' toys, had kids'
Mm,
books, and they were there like decorations, but they were there so he could pull it off and play with it.
I
So,
remember that.
yeah, and I kept it that way because he never ever, his entire childhood, climbed our shelves because he
Right.
didn't to everything was right there at eye level for him. So,
Right.
to me and I loved it because I thought, "Oh, it looks lived in," and it had a little kid that lived there too.
Aw.
It was great.
Yeah. I like that. You
Yeah.
always did really good with decorating your houses. Like, I
Thanks.
am not as maximalist as I'd like to be, but you always kinda your personality comes through. I don't
Thanks.
know. I kinda am. I got plans back here and, like, I'm
I do
kinda
love
showing it
that.
up a little bit.
You are
But,
showing it up. Do your
I wanna
thing.
do more. Do my
Cut up.
thing. I need some more bright colors. Um, this is another one that came from my brain.
What do you got?
Beverages, this is something I'm passionate about.
Oh boy.
Beverages taste better in glass, period.
All beverages?
Every single one.
The only one I would slightly disagree with you because I do feel like a glass does something special, and I think it's because we eat with our eyes before we
Mhm.
do, and especially like a clear glass. I don't like those like green glasses, blue glass, like a clear glass. Um, the only one I would slightly disagree with you on, drink a beer from like a can. Sometimes they slightly will taste better, some of them out of a can,
Hmm.
but I say that and at the same time, if I had an opportunity to get that same beer on draft into a glass, that's a
Mhm.
difference because draft
Yeah.
beers taste way better than packaged beers all the way around. So,
Yeah.
I can't say that I
Oh.
disagree with you on
Yeah.
that note because, um, I do prefer just about everything else in a glass, even water. It
Mhm.
looks refreshing in a glass,
I mean,
and then when you
don't
take a
it? I like
sip,
to
it's
see it
like,
sweat.
it's like tasting it again.
I'm probably gonna cut ties with another sponsorship we coulda had, but
Uh-oh. Go.
I'm real mad at Snapple. I'm
Mm,
real mad at Snapple. When they went to plastic, they started
wait,
putting their drinks in plastic. I was
when did
like,
that
"I'm putting
start?
cases on all you It was like it's been a few years now. I think about 5 years. Girl, the Snapple apple in a glass, ugh, mm. Top notch. Probably cheaper. I don't know. But I'm still mad at Snapple for that, and they could come for me.
Yeah,
I know I ain't getting no sponsorship from them. They'll be like, unless they send us something in a glass, don't talk to me. Send me Snapple apple in a glass, okay?
Snapple,
And bundle it
we
up so it
cannot
don't break. But don't play with me
we
again." I was like, I tasted in that I tried. I tried
it
Snapple
doesn't no,
several times to drink that. I was like, let me try it. Nah, that plastic don't hit. It don't hit.
no,
I'm literally slowly transitioning my house, like, so nobody knows.
to
Because if I tell
glass.
them, they'll be like, "Ah, that's not." Everything's gonna be glass. You know, it's healthier. I don't want microplastics.
No,
Second of all, it just everything tastes better. Like
it
my
does.
water, my sparkling water, a little juicy juice, everything is better in the glass. It look pretty. Like you say, we eat with our eyes. So
So
yeah,
good.
I'm still mad. That's really for Snapple. That's why I even said that. I brought that up just for Snapple.
I was unaware that Snapple had abandoned that, because that seems like absolutely asinine to me. Yeah, yeah, I agree with you on that one. Snapple, I'm sorry, I can't even defend y'all. She gonna put cases on all y'all.
Bitches ain't getting sponsored, but okay.
Sorry,
Snapple,
Snapple.
Oreo, mark 'em off.
Mark
They
them
not
on.
fucking with us.
And just like that. Oreo's gonna send me a trough of Oreos with nothing on them but the cookies,
I know, bitch. Here,
just to mess
give
with
them to
me.
Kasha.
Can you
Oh,
forward these to
man.
Kasha, please?
Exactly. Send them straight to you so they can forward it to me. Oh, this one came from Your Teen for Parents. The Olympics are overrated.
No. I do enjoy a good Olympics. I'm not gonna lie. Like the Summer Olympics, I'm just about watching everything. I'm not gonna lie. I love the running. I love the swimming. I mean, I'm invested. I'm watching it. I'm seeing how did the team do. I want to see individual medals. I am invested in the Summer Olympics. I will say, I don't care about what's the one where you go around in a circle and throw the ball from your neck. I don't care about that one that much.
I like that.
I mean,
Or the
I'm not
discus
mad
thing.
at it, but I'm not looking for that. I'm not being like, y'all shot put coming on tonight. We got to turn it on. I'm not doing that.
You nasty word.
But I am interested in like the decathlon. I'll pop in and be like, who won? Okay, that's cool. But the running, the swimming, I'm trying to remember. I I'll check in on the bikes sometimes, but they take a little long time.
Yeah,
Uh I will say, like, I'm definitely more invested in the Summer Olympics than the Winter Olympics. But I will say,
facts.
we just recently had the Winter Olympics, and I watched the skiing, I watched the snowboarding. I am fully ever since Christy Yamaguchi, I have been invested in the figure skating.
Yeah,
Her
we used to
and
watch
what
that.
was it? Christy Yamaguchi, Tanya Harding, bro, just all of it. All the
Yeah.
drama of there's always drama with ice skating. I love watching the ice skating. Now I'll tell you the
Soap
one that I
opera.
wish they would banish and get rid of. Oh, let's go back to Summer Olympics, basketball. The way that USA just goes and just dominates,
Every
it's worth
time.
watching. It's worth
You know they
watching.
gonna win, but it's just worth it.
It's worth watching because how bad are they gonna win? How bad are they
Yeah,
gonna beat these dudes? And is
yeah.
they ever gonna bring a team up that can come close to rivaling them? I guess not.
Not
Um,
anytime soon.
Hockey, like this year, I don't know if you know, USA finally
Yeah,
beat Canada in hockey. That's wild because we're essentially Florida just beat Michigan. I mean, that's unheard of. You don't
it's
get
crazy. Crazy
so
nasty work.
that's the work. So I was invested in that. I watched snowboarding. I watched the what's the one where they go down the downhill skiing? I watched that. Oh
Oh,
my god, I
yeah.
watched that one lady break her leg. Oh,
Ugh, I hate that for her.
it was awful. Mind you, she She blew out her ACL 3 days earlier and was like, "I'm good to still
Oh,
ski." Stop, lady, stop. Her name
let
is
that shit
Lindsay.
go.
God, I can't think of her name. Lindsay Vaughn? Lindsay Vaughn. Oh, I
Mhm.
watched her break her leg. That was wild. But let me
I
tell you
hate
on a
that for her.
side note, as much as I do think the Olympics are worth it, if they don't get that curling out of there, I know something. So
You
tired
ain't
of people
Swiffer
trying to
sweeping? What's
act
wrong with
like
that?
that's a real sport.
They be
Stop.
cutting up with that Swiffer though.
It's
They like
not.
put that little thing down there and Swiffer sweep that bitch. Huh. Uh.
Bro, have you seen the person that is the one that throws that thing? There's a
Oh, they
whole
be getting
technique
down.
to it, which is crazy. I my son for the first time saw it and he's like, "What is this?" I was like, "Son, we've been trying to figure this out for years, but they won't get rid of it on the Olympics. But they got rid of wrestling." Bro, stop
I
playing.
know. That made me
So
mad.
dumb. I watched bobsledding too because I
Oh yeah.
watched I think it was Team USA. I hate to say this. Forgive me if I'm wrong. The four-man bobsled team where the driver jumped in and everybody else couldn't get in the bobsled.
They fucked it up, baby. I was like,
What?
damn. They look
You
like
had one
cool runnings
job.
when they first started.
You had one job, get in the bobsled,
In
and
that
none of
bitch.
y'all could do it? This man had to jump to the back and stop it by himself because there was nobody back there to hit the brakes? What?
Damn.
Yeah, because the guy in the very back is the one who hits the brakes. The driver's down here like this,
Fighting for
and
his
he
life.
looks back, he's like, "Oh, shit. Let me get back there."
Myself in this shit. And you know how fast they go?
It
Like
was
they said they
going
could
like
go
100 miles an hour because there was no weight in
yes.
it. It
And
was
he's like, "What the fuck? I'm done for." Like, what?
wild. Wild.
He should have
So,
just had a rope. Just
something, bro, something. So,
damn.
no, the Olympics are not overrated. They are worth seeing every 4 years. I think it's
Yeah.
very interesting to see the countries put out their best of the best. I
Mhm.
also feel like in those times, it's one of those unifying things that occur every 4 years that it doesn't matter, black, white, blue,
Mhm.
green, purple, Asian, whatever, your country that you're representing, everybody's behind you. Everybody's for you. Yeah. And if I ever had an opportunity, like when this is a $1,000,000 show, I would love
Hey.
to go to the Olympics. Hey, I'd love to go to the Olympics.
Yes.
So
My
I'm sorry, I
gosh.
get on my high horse about the Olympics. I got excited
I will tell you, I'm in agreement. Girl, I couldn't understand why you would say it's over. Now, I will say this. I am way more attached to the Summer Olympics than the Winter Olympics.
for
I
sure.
love so much. I'll watch some shit I'll never watch on the Summer Olympics. Like, like when they be doing that run walk shit, I'd be like, Yang. Remember that?
Yellow, hit it
Yang.
with a yellow thing,
Hit it
Yang.
with the ass with the yellow thing because you was going too fast. Don't run. And I'm like, I
Don't
don't even
run.
understand how they do their rules. Like they do this, and then they're like, oh, if they have both feet off the ground at the same time, they get a little yellow thing. What? So they gotta go to the side, girl.
And they have to wait.
So yeah, I love the Summer Olympics. Girl, it be just in the background. I don't even know what be going on like half the
Love
time. I
it.
know when I jump in, like, oh, the 100 yard dash yet? Oh, okay.
Love
What
it.
they done? I love the 4x1 when it comes to
Yes.
track and field.
Oh,
Oh, and I
yes.
still, I used to run track. I don't look like it now, but I used to run track. So I
Hey,
enjoyed
you good. Killing it.
like watching all the different even the field stuff. I love when they be doing that
Yes.
little jump and they jump. I'll be like, oh, don't touch the bar, don't do it.
Don't
Like,
do
I
it.
love that. I'm so mad about the wrestling. You know what pissed me smooth off was
Oh.
when they added breakdancing in that motherfucker. I said, "What?
No,
If you
it
don't
was
get
that wasn't
these?"
what made me mad. What made me mad is that one lady that came up there playing. Ma'am, stop.
I said, "If you don't get your ass off of there with that bull." And they was like, "This was the best
Breakdancers.
Australia had." I'm like, "Get her ass off of there. Y'all should have just
Oh, the
forfeited." No, we ain't
forfeit.
gonna do that. Never mind.
We
Like
ain't
Team USA,
we ain't got nobody.
you ain't got nobody. Just kidding. Hell no. I'm
That
like,
was I forgot
mm,
about them adding that to the Summer Olympics.
for real.
That's right there
And
with
I get
curling.
down with the gymnastics, baby. I be like,
Tell me
girl,
why, Kasha. Tell me why.
because in 1996, when the team USA with Dominique Dawes, Dominique Moceanu, Carrie Struggs, who else was on
Get
there? It was
off
another one I can't
out.
think of. Baby, when I watched that like
Oh my
Girl,
gosh.
I cried when they won. It was insane. I was outrageous that year.
Really?
I cried. I remember mom bought me some Keds that had the little because it was in Atlanta, and it had the little symbol on
Touch.
it. Baby,
Uh,
phew, worst day of
couldn't
my
tell you
life when I
now.
outgrew those shoes. Terrible. But yeah,
What
I
year
love the
was that?
Olympics. 96. I remember that girl, that changed me forever.
Bro, I
96
love that
Olympics
you
built
can
me.
remember all of them.
All of them. I was not joking around about that year.
I
And,
will say they called the Magnificent Seven back then because they were
yeah,
that
that's true.
good. I just looked it
They
up.
were
It was
good.
Dominique Dawes, I'm sorry, Amanda Borden, Amy Chow, Shannon
The
Miller,
child.
Dominique
Shinneman.
Moceanu, Stacey Phillips, and Carrie Struggs.
Yes,
And didn't
girl.
Carrie Struggs, like, break her leg but still had to do,
Girl,
like,
don't make me
before
start crying
the
because
pommel
that's
oh,
exactly what made me cry. Because she with a broken leg. I said, "I know that's right, girl." She was, like, still limping, and I was like, "USA,
didn't they have to carry
USA."
her off too?
Yeah, and she was crying, and I was crying with her, girl.
I
I
love
was tripping. I don't know what that year made me. But, yeah, I love the Olympics. Winter Olympics,
You didn't watch it all this year?
I watched
You knew
some
about the
clips.
bobsled team?
Yeah, I seen them
Oh,
fuck up on some TikTok. I was like, "Damn, that must have sucked." Swipe. The
you didn't
end.
watch nothing.
Nothing.
Oh,
Not a
man.
thing.
We would have it
Honey,
on, I'd be cooking dinner, Olympics would be playing in the
it does
background.
nothing to me. I think I'm from Florida, so well, you're from Florida too, but I'm like, I'm a summer
I was like,
girl.
"What the heck? Where she
Summer
from?"
I'm a summer girl. I'm like, I don't have nothing
Oh,
to do with
no, I
that
am
winter.
fully a summer girl. I have 0 interest in it dropping below 75, you know that.
I know, you are weird. Talking about below 75 degrees is cold. I'm like, "That is not true. Is you insane?"
74 and a half, I'd be like, "Let me get a jacket on my shoulders.
Girl.
Let me get some on my shoulders."
So, we gonna move on to medium.
Oh,
We spent a lot of time on mild, girl. We was cutting up.
sorry. Let's go to medium.
So, medium.
Yes.
This is from Google.
Yes.
I already know what this is gonna be. It should have been hot. I don't even know why, or spicy.
Okay.
iPhones are overrated.
100%. An iPhone, all of your little cronies can come for me. I don't care. iPhones suck. Here's why. Everything that y'all be talking about, oh, guess what my iPhone does? The Androids have been doing for years.
Yeah.
Guess what else? And I'm going to go, let the record show, I don't care what color the bubble is on your phone.
Oh
I don't
god.
care. I
I
don't want to
don't
hear,
care. We could change
oh,
the color to
everybody in
whatever we
my
want.
group chat was whatever. I don't even know the color. Blue, green, I don't know.
Green, something stupid.
Whatever. I don't care that by me having an Android phone that it messes you up and it's a different color bubble. You wanna know why? Because for years, I've had all kinds of colors of bubbles on
Mhm.
my text messages because I can make everybody have their own color.
Right.
That's what I do because I am able to read in color. Doesn't bother me at all.
Yeah.
So, I don't know why people love iPhones, and you know what I was sitting looking at the other day? How many commercials do you typically see where they're giving away an Android phone?
Not really.
Not really. How often do you see them giving away iPhones? Usually it's 2 or
All the
3
time.
iPhones. Would you like
I know,
sign
right?
up with us, we'll give
You
you
go
3 iPhones. Like, what
yeah.
do I can go to Publix and get a free cookie, or I can go over here and get 3 free iPhones. What difference does it make?
I don't
Yeah, iPhone, I didn't come for me. I don't care. I don't
You
care.
lost another
iPhone's
one.
not gonna sponsor us. That's fine. The other one that I hate is people will be like, "Oh my gosh, I wanted to tap it to send it to you, but you don't have an iPhone." No, I don't. Can you just text it to me like I would do from an Android? It's the same. I don't care that you
We do
like,
not
come
care.
on. Come on. So iPhones are
Yeah.
so overrated. And you know what else blows my mind? You will have a friend, you will never know if they have an Android. They don't talk about it, they don't care. If you have a friend that has an iPhone, you will know because they will have at least told you like 150 times about how you've done something, messed something up, how you should switch. What would you do if I bought you an iPhone? Give it back to you. I, and I say that because I've tried iPhones before. I don't like them. They don't pair well. They're not functional to me. It makes it difficult for me to do the things that I want to do. I love my Android phone. Thank you.
Yeah. Same. Sorry. Samsung. Still on it.
Yeah.
Um, Oh, this is one. This came from Your Teen for Parents. Again, this says coffee doesn't actually taste good. People just pretend it does.
I agree. Fully agree. Coffee is gross. It smells wonderful. It has a beautiful, very layered smell because it's almost you can smell like the coffee beans charring a little bit, because I won't say burning because it's not,
Hmm.
but it has a beautiful layered smell that comes out. The taste of it tastes exactly like burnt coffee beans. It's terrible. And I've had friends, they're gonna come for me in the comments, and I don't care, and they
You
know
do
it.
not get.
Um, they have tried to take me to every coffee shop you can possibly think of.
Yeah.
"Oh, they make the best coffee here. This one doesn't even taste like coffee." I've gotten numerous times. "Doesn't even taste like coffee. You have to try it." I try it, and it tastes just like coffee, and it's gross. Um, I was told when I became a deputy, "Oh my gosh, working midnight, you'll drink coffee." I tried.
Mm-mm.
They used to go in the middle of the night, nothing was open but Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts,
Yeah.
and it got to be where we would go, and they would order their coffees, and I'd be like, can I just get a steamer with a shot of vanilla in it? Thanks." And they would make fun of me because it's steamed milk with vanilla in it. It was delicious. Or I have a wintertime drink that I will drink, which is a chai tea. So I would get a chai
Hmm.
tea latte with extra shots of chai, but no, coffee is so overrated, and Starbucks somehow has sold the bill to people. Not gonna have Starbucks as a sponsor either.
Damn it. We are fucking it up
Yeah.
Gosh.
Well, sorry about that. Starbucks, I say, like, the steamers that y'all made was good. The coffee, mm,
I'm like out of here. I can't handle coffee. Like my body does not do well with coffee. My body's like, if maybe because I'm maybe an anxious person, I'm already like kind of hyped too. When I drink coffee, my body's like, we're having a crisis. We're all gonna die. It's happening now. It jacks me up. It makes me sick to my stomach. I can't deal with
gee,
it. But it's a wonderful smell to me. I love the way it smells. I don't like the taste in my experience, but yeah. I've tasted like decaf before and stuff. I'm like, that's fine, but
you know what I'd love? Is a coffee scented candle.
oh
Love it.
yeah, they have those.
I would love that.
And yeah, lovely. You know what? I seen somebody do this on Pinterest where they took like coffee beans and put it in like a little bowl, and they took a tea candle and put in the middle, and it like warms the beans like, and it just smells so. I'm like,
Ooh,
ooh.
I bet
So
that's
I could get down with
amazing.
that. Yeah, but
I
I
could do that.
definitely cannot. And you know what's funny is that I think sometimes it's a balance. Cause I think a lot of people are addicted to coffee, so they're like, "Oh, it's so good, it's so good." So I'm just like, I can't connect because I can't even like enjoy the taste because I'm like feeling scared about it. But yeah, I think that's one of the things.
Mhm.
Um, mm,
Right.
tipping culture is out of control.
Ex Give me a framework around what you're saying.
So I'm gonna tell you my opinion. I'm gonna say it.
Okay.
Tipping culture is like you'll be at a place where they're just literally just bagging your food up and giving it to you, and they're like, "Oh, can I get a tip?" Sometimes there's
No.
things that has nothing to do with food, and they'll be like, "Can we get a tip? You can tip us right here." And it's just like, "Babe, do your job." Like, I understand. I am so passionate about waitressing and like waiters. I am so passionate about making sure they get what they deserve. I always will tip like it starts at 25% for me. I'm like, I'm starting here. Based on how you act, it go down. I
Right.
will, and I have nothing against if you give me bad service, you will not get a tip or get a very, very disrespectfully low tip. So
True.
just know it is based on how you're doing. Like it is.
Yeah.
But some of the things, and then I'm thinking like if you're getting a regular hourly wage, don't feel comfortable with I'm like, I will say this. I'll be at Chipotle, I'll be at Cava. You could sponsor us. I love me some Cava. I'll be at places like that, yeah, 100%. And I will definitely tip, but it'll be not the type of tip I would leave for a waitress. You know what I'm saying? Like who waited on me. It's not that type of tip. But sometimes there's things where it's like, "Babe, I'm not tipping you for every little thing," you know? And then when I think about it, we were talking the other day, and it'll be like, you'll be at fast food, you don't really tip a lot of there's sometimes there's not even an option to tip at a fast food restaurant.
Yeah.
So why is it at certain places? And I think sometimes, it's just overwhelming.
I see what you're saying
Excuse me.
now. I
Yeah.
I do think that like tipping everywhere you go, there's a tip jar. So
Mhm.
I do think
Yeah.
it's gotten a little out of control. I will say very much so, like you said, I think tipping should be reserved for those who are not being paid the minimum wage
Mhm.
and their livelihood is based on tipping. And I don't have a problem
Yeah.
with tipping those individuals very well. However, and I will say this, I also am going to treat them very well when I come into their establishment. I'm going to treat them like they're humans and be thankful for what they're doing and thank them. Thank you so much for helping us today. Those kind of things like that. And that is why if they give me bad service, I have no problem with giving them a lower tip because I treat you well and I come in with the expectation that I'm going to give you a high tip. Um,
Mhm.
but I think that those that are getting paid normal wages, they should not. There's the expectation of a tip has gotten out of control. If you wanna
Mhm.
have it up there, but if I choose not to tip you, you should not then get an attitude with me about it.
Mhm.
If it's a job where you're just bagging food up, and I will tell you, me and my husband, we kinda go back and forth about this because he's one that he likes to tip people, and he's a very good tipper. But like, when we go to where you pick up your food, and especially ones where you're supposed to pull into a space and they're supposed to bring it out to you, and I have to get out of my car and walk up and be like, "Hey, I'm here to pick my food up." When that happens, I'm like, "No, I don't think I should tip anything because I ordered the food, they did nothing but bag it up like they would normally do, and then I had to walk in and pick it up myself. Why should I tip
Mhm.
them for just carrying it from the kitchen to the bar or kitchen to the little takeout window?" But
Yeah.
I fully think that those individuals that are operating and their livelihood is based off of tips, we should for sure tip and tip appropriately. I know some people, oof, I've known some cheap people
Oh, I can't
that
stand that.
will tip horribly or
Mhm.
will tip on the amount of like say they get a discount or they use a gift card, they'll tip on the amount after the gift card's taken off. Bro, come on. You are being outlandish. Like, stop.
You dick.
You
It's
tip
like,
on the
"Oh,
original amount
$5?
always.
Let me see.
No,
$1."
stop being ridiculous. But yeah, the expectation of tips everywhere you go,
Yeah.
no, not gonna do it,
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. Well, I got one more medium,
Okay.
and we're gonna get into hot, and
We
hot is
have
not
to.
as long as the category.
Yeah.
So the medium, the last medium we have is candy corn is nasty.
Rude, Kasha, because I know this is from your brain.
Yeah, that
Candy
was for me.
corn is not nasty, as long as it is the corn that is orange, yellow, and white. I do not want the candy corn that has brown, orange, and white. I do not want the candied, um, pumpkins. I don't want anything else candied. I want candy corn that looks like the original Brock's candy corn. And
Sponsor Monique Brox, not
yeah, you
Kasha.
can. I totally want to eat them from October 1st till about November 30th. Then they can go on about their business. They are not a Christmas treat, and they are not to be eaten prior to like fall when it really comes in. It's not, you can't have that like when school starts in August. No. But like October 1st, bring it out. Let's roll with it. That is a Halloween candy that should be a staple. I wish they made like little mini packs that were the good kind. Because there's another thing too. There are some gross companies that make it. Brock's makes the best. If you go to
I'll
some of these
give
other
them that.
countries, they taste like wax. Theirs, I think they say on their package they use honey. I don't know if that's what makes it taste delicious, but theirs taste a lot better. And I'm not really a sweet tooth person, and I still would say candy corn has its definite place for Halloween and a little bit after. It can span through Thanksgiving, but like right about the November 30th, you gotta go. Brock's, you gotta invest your time then at that point in holiday Christmas candy.
Candy corn is nasty.
Rude.
Um, the thing of it is candy corn is a lovely decor. Like, I remember, like, last year, I did a bunch of decor for my classroom that had little candy corn. It's very pretty. But if I wanna eat a candle, I just, like, light it and dump it up in my mouth, you know what I'm saying?
You're
Because
eating the
that's what
gross
it tastes
kind.
like.
Brock's?
Eating Huh?
Brock's?
I don't wanna lose another sponsorship, Monique, but I don't make me say some shit that's going
What? Brock's, come on. Come on, you can be on here with me.
Listen, yeah, we gonna have a separate sponsorship.
We're gonna have to because you are outrageous.
No, Monique, it's nasty. I can do without it. It's pretty, and I love to use it as decor, like Halloween decor. That's so cute to
What
me,
does that
but
even
I don't wanna
mean
eat it.
what do you mean? Are you putting it in bowls and just decorating your class
No,
like
I'm
that?
saying, like, you could have candy corn decorations, like, "Oh, let's make something look like a candy corn." Yeah, like, cut it out, or
Unbelievable.
you could have decor you buy that looks like candy corn shape, but other than that, I love to see this one girl who made corn out of candy corn, and she, like, lined it all up, and it looked like a big corn on the cob. It was cute. Didn't wanna eat
It
it, but it was
it
cute.
tasted delicious, I'm sure.
Mm.
You're eating that
Anyways,
gross kind. You're probably eating the one out of the red package called Good Jolly or something.
this is a small category, hot takes.
Spicy?
I got this from Reddit. Should I start with that? No, I'm gonna start with the lower spicy, and then I go to the upper spicy, okay?
Okay.
Major League Baseball is boring.
You are right. Major League Baseball is boring when you watch it on TV. It is very interesting to see games in real life. I do enjoy a real and there's a difference from watching baseball in something other than an actual outdoor like field. Like I went to Fenway Park and I've seen a baseball game in
Ooh,
Fenway. Amazing.
really?
Chef's kiss. I see why it's been there forever. Absolutely amazing.
Wow.
Nostalgic, all the things, just like a movie. Loved it. I will tell
Wow.
you, here in Florida, our teams play in domes and things like that because of the weather.
Because it's hot as hell.
It is, but I'll tell you what, our one team, the Rays, they had their dome was damaged in hurricanes, so they had to
Mhm.
move over and play in an actual field. Amazing. Small, intimate, you can yell out at the players, "Hey, you're not a good batter, you suck." I mean, like, so all the things.
Hey, Wonder Woman,
So,
fuck you.
pretty much I mean, it has such a different feel to it when you're actually sitting in a park like that. You're not sitting in a dome. And I will tell you, I would wish that we could do something like that. I know why we have the dome because Florida weather is so unpredictable and it's raining and things like
Mm,
that. But
mhm.
gosh, it just gives it such a different feel. When you are
Yeah,
also watching the game in real life, they have so many things going on at baseball games too. There's always
true.
sidebar things going on
Yeah.
that keep you very interested. And last point I will make, I used to hate baseball, and then I had a son who loves it, and
That's why I was
he
specific
got
in
me.
saying Major League Baseball because as another baseball mom who always have a free agent son, we've been all around our area. But very entertaining, and maybe because, like I said, I'm invested, that's my child out there, I've watched them grow as a team all year, so that's a different story for me. I could see even when he's in high school it being interesting and something that, I would like. I have been to baseball games. It was more interesting than watching on TV. My thing is watching on TV, they got to do something. Like, I'm about to get to the point where I'll be like, "Listen, be like hockey and let them motherfuckers fight because we need something interesting." 'Cause it's like, "You ain't struck him out yet, baby, like, we gotta do something."
Oh my god,
Like, something gotta go, 'cause it's just they be wearing me out.
that's hilarious. That I will say, like, too, for me, like, my son playing and him also wanting to watch the game because he wants
Yeah,
to get better, it's made me
yeah,
more interested. So now I'm watching for mechanics and look how that batter does. Look
yeah.
at this. So it's a little I even at home am entertaining myself through stuff like that. I can definitely see that point. I see that.
Yeah.
She said, "Let
At
them
home,
motherfuckers
it's a little
fight."
hard. Yeah, let them motherfuckers fight like fight
They do
hockey,
sometimes,
'cause
though. Remember when
they
somebody gets
do, and
hit
I'd
with a
be like,
ball?
"Oh, uh-oh, you
Yeah.
keep hitting his ass with the
Mm,
ball, like, let him hit it with the ball so he can fight. I wanna see it.
I
Something
wanna
else."
see him fight.
Um, alright,
Funny.
another spicy.
Okay.
Dogs are better than cats.
100. Keeping it 100. As a person who's owned both cats and dogs,
Mhm.
dogs are like 1,000 times better than cats. 1,000
Yeah,
times. First of all, cats are
yeah.
disgusting. Sorry. I know people are gonna be like, no, cats are so clean. They walk into a box, they poop, they cover it up, and then
Ugh,
they go and walk all over whatever is in your house.
everything. And some people let
Oh,
them walk on their counters. I don't got time for that, baby.
stop, gosh,
Don't do
stop,
that to me.
stop.
I can't.
Cats are very like they decide when they want to spend time with you, when they don't. Blah, blah.
Yep.
My dog, she is amazing. She when we come home, she's like, and she's gotten old too, so it's hard for her to get up, but she'll get up and she's just, let me get out here to my people real fast. So, I mean, just dogs are the cat's meow.
Yeah, you're so dope. Actually, yeah, I have a dog, and I have had cats. I had a cat that I really loved growing up. Awesome cat. But dogs have, like, they really love you. Like, they really do. And it's like, my dog, like, he is big and bad, but he at the same time, he's just like my baby. Like my baby. Um, you can't, I don't know if you can hear it, but it is
I was gonna
thundering.
say he realized right as we piped up about this conversation, he's like, they talking about me. Let me get loud.
No, he's scared of the thunder. He's like, "The
Oh,
thunders." Yeah, he will I'm, like, looking, I'm like, "Oh, don't, freak
poor
out."
baby.
But, yeah, he does, he literally shakes from it. I'm like,
Sorry.
"It's just thunder. It's okay."
I do love dogs though, because dogs just love
Yeah,
their owners. They're
they
willing to
do. They just
sacrifice
love
their
you.
whole life. If you want your cat to defend you, you gotta throw him on somebody. That's it.
You really do. You be like, and he'll scratch you while you're doing it. Like,
Yeah.
"Shit, get him, not me." That's what I say. My kids always like, "Oh, what if something happened? What if—" I'm like, "Open that damn gate and let that dog get him." Like,
Let him.
cause this dog
Let
love
him.
us. And he don't love
I
nobody
love
like
it.
he love my daughter.
Oh my god.
Baby, he love my
Hilarious.
baby. Like, nobody business, and she make him do the most random stuff. That's what I love too. I could never. The things she didn't talk this big pit bull into doing, and she speaks for him. You know how the older sibling would speak for their younger sibling? She's like, "Oh, he was so upset because, like, they were showing flowers on TV, and he hates that flower." I'm like, "That is not true.
It's
He
not what
doesn't
he said.
care." She personifies him so much. She thinks for him. But, oh, he love her. Um, my last hot take.
Let's do it.
This one, yeah, I think that
You
some people
spicy?
would fight.
Okay.
It should be socially acceptable to ask parents to quiet their children in public settings if they're
Ooh.
crying or they're loud.
Ooh, I disagree with the crying part for sure because we never know why kids are crying. They have,
Mhm.
like they usually are crying because they have a need. So I for
Yeah.
sure disagree with crying. I don't think there's a setting where I've ever been like, can somebody shut that baby up? Never.
I wanna go on record, this was not from me. This is from Reddit, okay?
Oh,
Because I don't want nobody
got it.
coming for me and be like, "Kasha, you're a bitch." I'm like, "No, this is from Reddit." Not for me.
I will say though, I think that parents need to realize that certain things that are acceptable within the confines of your house cannot and should not be forced upon people outside the confines of your house. An example, I've been at restaurants before and had kids that I don't I don't know, and I'm eating my meal. They're in a booth or something, next to us, and they are kicking the booth constantly.
Mm,
And I'm like, can we fix that? That's crazy. You have
yeah,
to understand that
yeah.
people of the world don't have to bend around your child. And you
Oh,
should teach your
facts.
children that the world doesn't bend around them. And I say this as a mother. I
Mhm.
teach my son all the time. My saying to him is, son, you're special, but you're not special. You are special within the confines of our house. You mean everything to us. But out in the
Facts.
world, there is somebody else who has a kid that they love and look at the same exact way. So
Yeah.
you're special, but you're not special.
Mhm.
And when we would go to restaurants, and I started taking my son when he was very young, because this is the other thing I will say, as parents, we do have to put ourselves in uncomfortable situations that we're uncomfortable with
Mhm.
so our children can learn. We need to
Yeah,
take them
facts.
out. We need to travel with them. I traveled with my son from the time he was 5 months old till now. He is an
Yeah.
amazing traveler, and I'm not saying that just because, oh, I'm his mom. People have been on the planes with us and said, "Oh my gosh, I didn't know you had a kid with you." Because I've explained to him, "You can't kick the back of that man's seat because he can feel it, and
Nope.
that's rude." You
Yeah.
cannot keep up and closing the table tray, because that man is sitting in that seat, and that's not nice. That's not
Yeah.
kind. I have
Yeah.
told him when we're at restaurants, you can't look over the booth and be messing with the people or kicking it.
Yeah,
And I,
don't
I
fuck
don't
with
really mind the looking over the booth, because sometimes that's cute when a kid's popping their head up and you're playing with them. I don't have a problem with that. But kicking the booth so somebody can't enjoy
Yeah.
their time. Anytime your child is out and they are doing something that prevents other people from enjoying that space, that's not fair. And I don't think,
Mhm.
again, that excludes crying, because crying is something that is out of a parent's control. They're trying, and most
Yeah.
parents, in most cases, when their kid is trying, they're trying to figure out, oh gosh, what do I do? So parents,
Yeah.
take yourself off the hook for that. When your kid is crying, calm yourself down and figure out what it is they need. Don't care about what's
Yeah.
going on with the other people
Yeah.
around you. But when it
Yeah.
comes to teaching and training your child on the ways of being out in the world and respecting other people, that is where it becomes an issue. And that you start teaching very young. Like I said, we
Yeah.
travel with my son on an airplane at 5 months old. We tr we traveled on a cruise ship with him. We traveled camping with him. We traveled, all these places since he has been from infancy all the way up, and every time it's a chance for me to teach him, "Oh, no, no, don't do that, and here's why. That's not nice.
Mhm.
This is how it affects the world." We have to teach our children that there is a butterfly effect, and what
Right.
they do does affect other people. So, to fully answer the question, I do think that it is socially acceptable to tell people you need to get your child under control. Like, if I'm in a store and your child is barreling through the aisle with a shopping cart and they run into my ankles, I'm gonna tell you, you gotta fix that, because that's not the child's fault, but that's crazy,
Yeah.
because I would never let my son, never, because you need to respect other people's space, energy, and boundaries.
Yeah. I will say I don't think there would be a moment where I would tell somebody to tell their kid to shut up. I don't think I or be quiet or can you quiet your kid down? Um, Maybe if I was in a movie theater, like the expectation is that we are supposed to be quietly listening to something, I would be like that. Um, Crying, a baby crying, first off, I will never tell anybody. I would never even have feelings
Nope,
about it because I, like you
nope.
said, I know that parent is like freaking out or whatever. Um, Now, when they get to an age where they shouldn't be doing all that hollering and screaming, I will look at you. I'm not gonna say nothing to you, but I'm like, you need to do something about that. You know what I'm saying? All that hollering and screaming you got going on over there. Now, again, if I see the parent is trying to deal with the situation, I mean, I'm not on their case. You know what I'm saying? Like, but I've
Different.
seen parents who are just like, I'm going to continue to shop. He's going to scream and make everybody miserable. And they don't care. The other thing is, I do like going the step further. I do not, and I work with kids, so I really don't. I have like a huge, like, a long fuse when it comes to like being easily agitated by children. But when it comes to a kid who is, touching me or attempting to touch me or what, like, not touch they came and gave me a hug, because kids be like, look, they seek me out, they must know I like kids. They be like, "Hi," and they would I don't mind that, but if they came to hit me and do it, I'm like, "Hey, get so and so, he cutting
You
up."
better get him.
I remember years ago, I this lady, she got on me. I was pregnant and her son was running up on my heels with a buggy or like with a shopping cart. Not
Uh-uh.
we say buggy in the South. So with a
I
shopping
said
cart.
shopping
And
cart.
so she did that. And when she did, she's like, well, he did that. And I was like, oh. And I said to our mom, I said, "Oh, she needs to get him." And I'm talking to my mom. I'm not talking to the kid. And this lady was like, "Don't you ever talk to my kid like that, ever. I'm gonna call the police. Like, what were you
And tell
thinking?"
them
I'm
what?
like, she did call the police too. That was really crazy.
And
I'm
tell
like,
them
literally, that
what?
was all that happened. Because I said I dared to, I guess, say that her kid shouldn't do that. And I'm like, what in
What
the
were the
world?
police gonna do?
I don't know, girl. Them police probably was like, "Girl, I
Ma'am,
was pregnant too.
stop.
I ain't had time for her. I left in Walmart. I ain't had time for that." But yeah, I do think some things need to be addressed. It depends, like I said, if it's starting to be where the expectation is that we're supposed to be quiet, or the expectation is I'm not supposed to be touched or hit by your children. Like, don't do
Right.
that. So
That's socially unacceptable to let your children hit people.
yeah,
Let the records reflect.
don't do it. So this is fun.
This was so fun.
This is
I now
good.
know what a hot take
We
is. I
lost a
love
lot of
it.
sponsorships.
We did. We did. We did. I stand by what I
So
said, though. I stand by what I
just
said.
stand on business.
Oreo, you can put comments in the
Stop
comments.
mentioning them.
Sorry. I'm sorry. Never mind.
So I would say, send us your hot takes, or
Yes.
argue about ours. If you didn't like what we
Yes.
said, go ahead, argue.
Tell
Put it in
me.
the comments. Go, 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 go.
Please. Go.
Yes. So, with that being said, we are on YouTube. I'm trying to have a conversation with you podcast. On TikTok, we are trying the number two have a combo. Both of them, the number two, not TO, the number two. Streettailsnetwork.com. You can find us on there for sure.
For sure.
Um, but with that being said, I'm Kasha and that's Monique. And this conversation is over.
Over.